Hi friends, welcome back. Do you remember the song, Don't Worry, Be Happy? I feel like as a mom, that should be my theme song. Let's jump in today to look at how worry can really drain that battery and what are some key ways to feel connected and happy. I want a joyful heart as a mom. Here we go. Hi friends, welcome back to Tranquility Moms. If you're new here, my name is Kathryn and I'm one of the moms and therapists that are here on our Tranquility Moms team. I put together the YouTube videos, my colleague Shayla is putting together weekly blogs. We're trying to get as much information out to our moms and our mom community to share with you what are the best ways to recharge that battery. Feel like you're refreshed, you have a joyful heart and peace of mind. In today's episode, we're going to be looking at Don't Worry, Be Happy. And I think you can do that as a mom. Worry is something that we get stuck in. As a therapist that specializes in working with moms, I hear about this every day. We worry about small things like, is my child going to ride the bike today? Are they going to get frustrated? Are they learning the skills that they should? Are they at the milestones that they should? Maybe we think about larger, grander worries. What if this happens when they go off to school? Are they going to be successful adults? Will they ever find somebody to love them with their strong personality? These are all things that we worry about as moms, and we get onto a worry wheel. It could just play over and over again. I often describe it like a net that sort of scoops up all types of topics and triggers all throughout the day, making us feel worried, tense, even irritable. It can build up inside of our body and in our mind, distracting us from this moment, being able to just feel joyful and happy around our family. Is that true for you? Are you worrying? I think I started worrying right from the moment I took a positive pregnancy test. Is the baby okay? Am I eating the right foods? What did the doctor say was the best type of vitamin in this trimester? We start worrying right away because we're taking total ownership. We want to nurture this little one from birth all the way until they're an adult. And that drive and that desire in us is very much ingrained in how God has called us in our role to provide as a mother, to provide as a nurturer, right? What's the definition of nurturing? I am taking someone or something and I'm fostering it to grow to its best potential. Yes, that's what I want. I want my kids to be safe. I want them to be healthy. I want them to be prosperous, and I want them to feel loved at all times. And that's a challenge because there's lots of external things that can add to our worry. There are lots of things that I can get into my head, and my husband say, well, I wasn't worrying about that at all. I say, well, I'm worrying a lot about it. So our challenge is to first and foremost acknowledge. That's our first A. I acknowledge that I am in a cycle of worrying. What if thinking, catastrophizing to worst case scenarios, right? I've got a mess going on inside of my head. And if you've seen some of our other videos or read some of our blogs about anxiety, we get it. We too understand the battle about stopping worry and acknowledging that that's what it is. It's putting that knot in my stomach. It's making my body all tense and my mood starts to get irritable with others. But I want to stop that. Don't worry, be happy. How do I transition into, actually, I want to be happy and joyful in this situation? A lot of that is going to take me recognizing my first A, I acknowledge, oh, there I go, worrying about stuff that hasn't even happened yet. That draws me to my second A, which is I accept that there are going to be parts of this I can control and parts of this I cannot control. Say the worry that I'm battling with today is about, are the kids going to argue and bicker and we're going to have another wild summer day of arguing and chasing each other, disagreeing about the toy, fussing about where they put this item. You took it. I saw you had it. You don't need it. It's mine. Okay. I can't listen to all of that all day long. So my worry is, are we going to have another day like that? What are some of your worries? Put them down in the comments below. I bet you'll hear in our moms community, there are lots of moms who are challenged and battled by some of those same topics about how's the baby's health? How is your toddler's development? How is your school-age child, how are they doing, right? How are they managing? I watched our kids through e-learning, and now we're uncertain about the fall again. How is it going to go? What is going to be the rules from the district? That brings up worry and a fear that I'm not going to be able to handle it. So if I acknowledge what the worry is, and then I'm able to accept, well, there are parts of that that I can control and parts of that I can't control. So with the kids, are they going to bicker and argue, and is it going to be just a bad day for all of us again? If that's the topic of my worry, well, what I cannot control is what kind of mood they're in, right? They are their own personalities. They have their own parts that fuss them, that pet peeves, right? Things that you're like, oh, I hate when someone does that, or don't make that noise, or why are you touching that? That's a pet peeve. It's something that they personally dislike. I can't control that. I can't change that. That's not mine to change. What I can control is, how did I set the tone in responding to their arguing? Did I get right in there with them? I've done that, right? I hear the kids back in the backyard and they're screaming at each other. And what do? Fling open the back door and I'm like, stop the yelling! Okay. Right, because I'm yelling now. That's not helpful. You probably can relate. But if I'm looking at, well, what I can control is my tone, my level of respect for them, giving them a chance to hear both of them. You both are angry, right? I pretend like my hand is a microphone. You tell me why you're upset. You tell me what bothered you. And they kind of giggle at first, like, Mom, your hand is really not a microphone. It's okay. Just pretend, and I want you to hear each other out. What is it that bothers each other? And then sometimes I can come up and ask them, my kids are school-aged, what is the solution for both of you? What do you think is the solution? And sometimes I'm going to take a turn and then I'm going to share it with her, or we're going to divide it in half, and they see a solution. But other times they'll say, I don't know what the solution is. I said, okay, here, Mom's going to give you two options. And here are some things that I can see in the situation that would please both of you, or maybe it's a compromise that you're going to have to make, and compromise is really hard. But there I am, calmly and patiently responding to them and role modeling for them how they can handle the situation. So when I'm worried about how the mood of the house is going to be for the day, I can think, wait, stop. I've got some tools in my toolbox that can be things that I use right away with them. If your worry is about, there's this rash that your baby keeps getting, where is it coming from? What are they touching? What are we eating? What is in the air? You think, I don't know what it is. Well, again, divide it up. What can I control? What can't I control? What can I not control? Okay, well, what I can control is I can follow what the doctor has said about the types of soap to use. I can make sure that I've washed our clothing and our bedding. I can add soaps and lotions to heal itchy skin parts that are already occurring, right? Those are some of the ways that I can intervene. What I cannot control is that, they're going to be itchy until the rash passes. What about deeper emotional worries? Do you ever get caught up in something about just how is your child going to be successful? Where are they going to end up in life? I turn those into my prayers. I say, God, you have the ultimate plan. You do the impossible. You know my child's heart. If you're bumping heads over and over again with someone in your family, and you think, well, I really want us to have joy in our home. I want us to all feel happy. I want to be the happy mom. God, please place on my heart an empathy, an understanding, an ability to walk in my child's shoes, or maybe it's my husband, walk in their shoes and see, why does this bother them from their perspective? Why are they so angry? Why is this upsetting them? What do we need to change about their wellness, right? You've watched in a lot of the do-it-yourself wellness travel videos. How can we improve our body's health and our mind's health at home and make it a lifestyle and kickstart it on a vacation? Well, maybe those are things I can control, and I can take charge that, stop, I don't want to focus on all of these worries. I had to go and get my stop sign. I have this in my counseling office. I'm here at work today. I said, stop, I don't want to have these worries. I don't want to be fixated on all of the negatives, all of the things going wrong. And that becomes our last A, that I have acknowledged what's bothered me. I have decided and accepted what can I control, what can I not control. And now I'm ready to go to action. How can I be the voice of gratitude and appreciation for my family and our health and our wellness? How can I have an attitude, right? You've heard our LEANS model, our LEANS model, that we took the LEAN from Dr. Sears and we added in that spirituality. That how can I use that wellness system to bring about happiness? We're more well-rested, we have fuel in our tank and energy, right? A recharged mom, we can magnificently nurture our family. We can give them the love that we know we want to give them. We can say, I know that God, you are enough and you set me free from the errors I make, from the challenges that I'm not sure how to overcome. You whisper into my heart what to do. I say, don't worry, be happy, Mom. There are ways to manage the worry that you're having, to acknowledge it, to accept there are parts you can control and parts you cannot control, and then come up with an action plan. If the fighting and bickering's been going on day after day after day, maybe we need to have a family meeting and talk about some of our home rules. Talk about some of the common solutions that we can pick and use together to come back to a peaceful, joyful home. If it's something that I've been needing to put action, I need to call the pediatrician. You know what? I need to go to the expert. I've Dr. Googled enough. I need to go to the expert and really address, is there a specialist we need to see? Is there something more that I need to learn and be educated on so I can help my child and their health? Today, I shared all kinds of insight into how you can decrease that worry and bring about that peace of mind and a joyful heart. If you're new here to Tranquility Moms, I invite you to subscribe, ring the little bell so it shows in your feed each time a new video is loaded. We love when you share comments and tell us how you are doing, what you're working on for your wellness and health, how it's helping you to recharge. What do you see as the positive change occurring in your family? My name is Kathryn Gardner, and I'm so glad to connect with you here at Tranquility Moms. Jump over to our blog, check out some of the new posts. Shayla puts in a lot more detail and examples so that you can really capture how this can help and apply to you. Thank you. God bless you and your family. And today, take care of yourself.